Are you enjoying the game today, too?
That is the ultimate question, isn't it? Especially when we're digging into a game that looks like a nursery rhyme, but plays like a gritty war documentary.
Oh, absolutely. Today, we are doing a deep dive into SkyKid. And I have to be honest, when I first saw this on our list, my brain went somewhere completely different. I saw a kid, and I immediately thought,
Goats.
goats!
Yeah.
You know, a kid is a baby goat. So I thought SkyKid was about, like, baby goats parachuting out of the sky. Maybe, eating 10 cans on the way down.
No, I really can't say I follow that logic at all.
It makes perfect sense. SkyKid, goat paratrooper. Come on, it writes itself.
It really, really doesn't. And just to be clear for everyone listening, there are 0 goats in this game. It's about birds. Specifically, birds piloting biplanes.
Birds flying planes. That feels a little redundant. It's like me driving a car that's inside a bus.
Yeah.
Just flap your wings.
Well, it's hard to drop bombs when you're flapping, but let's be honest, we're really here for that pure nostalgia, that whole beep-boop era of gaming where everything looks so simple.
Exactly. The Famicom era, or NES, yeah. You look at the bright colors, the cute characters, and you think, this could be a nice, relaxing flight.
And that is exactly how it gets you. SkyKid is a masterclass in deception. It lures you in with cute, and then absolutely crushes you with war.
So true. So our mission today is to unpack the Famicom and NES version of SkyKid and figure out why this adorable little shooter is actually one of the most brutal games of our childhood.
It's a fair point. Namco put it out in arcades first, December of '85. But the home version, the one we all remember, came out in August '86.
Right, so this is Namco, the Kings, Pac-Man, Galaga, and then this. And they kept the name the same in North America, right? SkyKid.
Correct. No strange name changes. And visually, it's just got that pop art feel.
It looks like a Saturday morning cartoon. The clouds are fluffy, everything's pastel. It's just friendly.
And then you press start, and your brain breaks because of the scrolling.
Yes. Okay, we have to talk about this. Every shooter I ever played, Gradius, whatever, you fly left to right. It's like the law of nature. But SkyKid, you fly right to left.
It's a very disorienting design choice. It goes against everything we were taught.
It feels like you're flying backwards. My brain just couldn't handle it at first. I kept crashing into the side of the screen. Why? Why would they do that?
It completely changes the feel of combat. You're not just charging in. It feels more like you're on a defensive patrol, constantly checking over your shoulder. And that fits with the story.
The story takes place in Birdland. Sounds nice.
It does. And you're fighting the Mecha-Zukin army, the mechanical hoods.
Even the bad guys sound adorable. But the pilots you play as, their backstories are weirdly dark for a game about cartoon birds.
They certainly are. So the red plane is piloted by the Red Baron, and the blue one is Blue Max.
See, Red Baron sounds cool, a bit like a pizza brand. But then you read their real names.
Right. The Red Baron's actual name is Franz von Dösemanner.
Franz von Dösemanner. That's not a cute bird. That's a guy who owns a monocle factory.
And Blue Max is Max Jarzelsky.
Sounds like a detective who's seen too much.
Well, the names are direct references to World War I military history, which is the whole point. Red Baron is, of course, Manfred von Richthofen.
The actual Red Baron. The German flying ace.
The one and only. And Blue Max isn't a person, it's the informal name for the Pourlemerite, the highest military order in Prussia at the time.
So, let me get this straight. This is a game about cute little birds named after the deadliest pilot in WWI and a German military medal.
It's a war game wearing a cartoon's clothing. The mission is to bomb fortresses, sink ships, destroy factories. It's just done with a smile.
I had no idea about any of that as a kid. I just thought, cool, a bird with goggles and a scarf?
Yeah.
That was the magic of 8-bit, right? Your imagination just filled in all the blanks.
And you needed that imagination because the missions are pretty intense. You're not just shooting for points. You're a SkyKid with a job to do.
A real campaign. Okay, so let's get into the controls. It's not just hold button shoot. You have an 8-way pad and 2 buttons. A is your machine gun. Simple enough. But button B? Oh, button B.
The loop.
The loop. You do a backflip in your plane. It's the coolest thing ever.
And it's more than just for show. It's a critical defensive tool. When you loop, you're invincible for a few seconds.
Wait, totally invincible?
Totally. It gives you invincibility frames, you can phase right through a wall of bullets, or even better, you can use it to get behind an enemy that's chasing you.
It's like that move from Top Gun. I'm hitting the brakes, he'll fly right by.
Oh.
But with feathers, it's genius. But then, there's the bomb.
Ah, yes, the bomb. This is where it stops being a fun flying game and starts being a stressful mission. You don't start with it.
No, you have to find it. The game screams, "Get the bomb" at you, and you have to swoop down, pick it up, and then drop it right on the center of the target.
And here's the crucial part, the trade-off. While you are holding that bomb, you cannot loop.
You kidding?
You lose your main defensive ability. It's a classic risk-reward system. You're slow, you're vulnerable, and you can't dodge.
Oh my god, that explains so much. I'd grab the bomb and then immediately get shot down trying to do a cool trick. I was just a sitting duck.
Precisely. And if you do get shot, well, you don't die right away.
No. This is the part that destroyed my childhood thumbs. The crash recovery.
A very unique mechanic. You get hit, you don't explode, you go into a tailspin spiraling towards the ground.
And you just start screaming and mashing every button you can.
You do. If you mash the buttons and pull up on the stick fast enough, you can pull out of the dive and keep flying.
My thumbs still have phantom pains just thinking about it, just hammering on that controller, yelling, "Pull loopy! Pull loopy, you stupid bird!"
It creates this incredible physical tension. But there's a catch. Every time you crash, the amount of mashing you have to do increases.
Oh, that is just cruel.
So by the fifth or sixth hit, it becomes physically impossible to recover. The game is literally wearing you down.
It's attrition warfare on a Nintendo controller.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a two-player mode.
Oh, the chaos. This was Namco's first game with simultaneous two-player co-op.
And I use the term co-op very loosely because you can shoot your partner.
You can. It doesn't kill them. It just stuns them for a second.
Which is almost worse. My friend would grab the bomb, and I'd shoot him just to be a jerk. He'd drop it, and then not talk to me for the rest of the day.
But there's a hidden mechanic there. If your friend is in a death spiral, you can actually shoot them to help them recover.
Wait, really? Shooting them helps?
It gives them a little boost of lift, pops them back up, so you can have this amazing moment where you're screaming, "Shoot me! Shoot me!"
That's incredible. Now, we're focused on the home version, and it's actually different from the arcade one. In a good way.
It is. The NES and Famicom version is bigger. The arcade had 21 missions, the NES has 26.
And they added those bonus stages, the shooting training.
Yes, missions 8, 16, and 24. No enemies, just you and a bunch of targets. Nice little break. They also removed the confusing dummy targets from the arcade version.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Yeah.
They also added landmarks, right, like pyramids and volcanoes.
They did. It gives it more of a world tour feeling.
Yeah.
And the ending, the NES version just loops into a harder difficulty. The war never ends.
Of course not. It's the NES way. Now, let's talk about the good stuff, the aha moments, the secrets.
Namco loved their secrets. If you do a loop over certain billboards, hidden characters appear.
Yes. Pac-Man shows up.
Yeah.
And Puka from Dig Dug. It's like the 80s Namco cinematic universe.
And then there are the girls who cheer for you at the end of the stage.
The cheerleaders. If you do a loop over them, they send you little hearts.
Yeah.
But you can also shoot them.
Morally questionable, but mechanically possible.
And they don't die. They turn into powder puffs. Or dogs.
Or dogs, waving dogs.
Oh, dogs. Of all the things, that's the most random, absurd detail.
It's that strange slapstick humor. But beyond that, the actual physics of the plane feel really good. It feels weighty.
It does. When you pull up, the plane actually tilts. It's not just a flat sprite. It feels like you're fighting gravity. But we have to talk about the most controversial part. The part that made everyone rage quit. The landing.
The final test. You beat the level, you survived everything, and now you have to land the plane.
And if you miss the runway by a single pixel or run out of fuel, you die.
Instant death. Fuel empty. Game over.
It's the most unfair thing in gaming history. I won. Why am I dying? Because I'm bad at parking.
It demands perfection right up to the very end. But there are a few other problem spots at the very beginning of the level.
The start. You're on the ground, and if you don't immediately pull up on the...
You crash directly into the wall at the end of the runway. Game over in 2 seconds.
Welcome, SkyKid, you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
And the enemy's coming from behind you. The back attacks.
It's that right to left scrolling. It makes you paranoid. You're constantly checking your 6.
So what's the legacy here? This game didn't just fade away. There was SkyKid Deluxe.
An arcade update, yes. But the real connection, the deep lore, is with Ace Combat.
Wait, you're serious? Ace Combat, the super serious jet fighter simulation with all the political drama.
The very same. In Ace Combat 4, there's a bar in the game world called SkyKid.
Okay, that's a cute Easter egg.
But then, in Ace Combat 6, there's a squadron, And 2 of the pilots have the call signs Red Baron and Blue Max.
No way. So you're telling me this game about cartoon birds is basically the prequel to Ace Combat?
In a way, Namco sees it as the grandfather of all their flight games.
That is amazing. I love the idea that the first great war in the Ace Combat universe was fought by birds.
There's also a really fun trivia bit about the music. It connects to Japanese baseball.
Baseball? How do we get from birds to jets to baseball?
The main theme by Junko Ozawa is this super catchy marching tune. It was so catchy, it was adopted as the fight song for a real player, a guy named Yoshida, for the Kintetsu Buffaloes.
Like his walk-up music.
Exactly. And in Namco's own baseball games, Famista, when that player came up to bat, the SkyKid theme would play.
That's awesome. It's such a great track. It just makes you want to go do something heroic.
It does. So, for a final summary, what is SkyKid?
It's a chaotic party game disguised as a shooter. It's where you scream at your friend for dropping the bomb too early. It's a candy-coated grenade.
I'd say it's a deceptively deep game that introduced mechanics way ahead of their time. It's the bridge between cute mascots and serious military sims.
A game that hates you, but in the cutest way possible.
A perfect summary. It demands respect or it will absolutely ground you.
So you need to go find a friend. This is not a solo experience.
Right.
Find a friend, play the 2-player mode, and just try to survive the landing.
And don't forget to look for the hidden Pac-Man.
Yes. And maybe shoot your friend when they're crashing, just to see if it helps. For science.
I cannot officially endorse that, but it is a valid in-game strategy.
Exactly. Strategy.
Here's a final thought for you. If the civilization in Birdland was advanced enough for biplanes and navies, where are the humans? Did the birds win? Or is this just a timeline where birds evolved into pilots instead of people?
Oh, wow. Planet of the Birds. I'm going to be thinking about that all night.
Something to ponder while you're mashing those buttons.
Will the game be fun tomorrow, too? Happy gaming.